It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Woo,
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to take this one? I don't think.
Okay. I'll start off.
Okay,
Thank
great.
God for
Yes.
Firstly,
Come on.
welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
welcome.
Expresso on S3. It's lovely to have you. Some interesting conversations happening this morning.
ones, man.
Right now, though, do you know why your last relationship ended?
Here we
That's the
go.
question.
Are you really asking me?
Here we
Well,
go.
yeah, but I mean, honestly, while everything was going great, deal breakers were on the table, and the next thing you know, you're single again. And we put an anonymous request out to our viewers, you guys out there, and asked you to share some of your breakup stories with us, and what some of the deal breakers were that ended your relationship. So do we want to get into it before we get to some viewer comments? No? This is a heavy one.
It is a heavy one because it
Yeah.
takes you back there. This redefined my life, man. So, infidelity. My previous and I thought that was the relationship. She ended up having a relationship with someone else that she was working under for the longest time, and confirmed all of this craziness that was going in my head, and it shattered me. I don't think I was in a relationship for 3 years after that, because I was like, not a chance. But my fundamental is loyalty. That's my vibe. So
Yeah.
it was tough, bro. It was tough.
Family meddling was the last one. What I mean by that is that
That's complicated.
I remember her auntie had a reservation about me, and her auntie was so manipulative in that particular scenario that she became so indoctrinated. And I remember the words. The words was, "I can't protect you anymore." And that was the breaker for me. I was like, what do you mean? If you know who I am, but what I'm about,
Yeah.
and somebody who's peering into a relationship is completely tarnishing the whole idea of us, then we got to break it. You know, let me save you trouble, and let's break it off.
for sure. No, you
So,
know.
I mean,
know
something
what
that's big, family meddling. And you?
Yeah, mine was back in 2004 was my last breakup, and that's when I met my wife in Thailand. So I went, to travel modeling, and I had a girlfriend in South Africa, and it was a serious relationship,
Yes.
and it was probably one of the hardest things that I had to go through. But when I met my wife, I simply knew that she was the one, so I had to make that call and say, listen. Yeah, unfortunately,
Like a
I have
movie.
met somebody else, and it was devastating, obviously, and it really wasn't easy. But again, now it's almost 20 years later that
had
I've
to
been
be,
with my
yeah.
wife, and we're 15 years married now. So yeah, one very difficult decision led to so far a lifetime.
At least
of
you made the
happiness.
decision, dude. And I think, knowing you, I don't think you would have been able to play it in a different
No,
way.
it wasn't
But-
easy. It wasn't fun.
But look at that infidelity, family, choice. There's so many varieties
out there,
of
man.
breakups, and we asked you with anonymity to share yours. So we have a few confessions. Shall we get into this?
Let's go for it.
Let's do it. Safe place. Ex-boyfriend of 5 years went overseas for work, cheated, and married the side chick a few months later.
Oh.
Hashtag trust broken.
Shattered.
That's a tough one, sorry.
That is tough. All right, let's see what else we have. She was unrepentantly rude to waiters on multiple occasions.
What a red flag.
That's
I'm
red
down
flag,
with that, eh? It's a very big thing for me. This baseline respect for people that get treated like dirt a lot of the time. For me,
Big
it's a
red flag.
big thing. Wow, I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
Nice.
Phenomenal. Okay, next one. Because while being with me, his GF, he was, as with multiple men, living a double life, brah.
Bruh.
Sad face.
Yeah, when you add the bra at the end.
Yeah.
It's been serious.
Done, bruh.
Okay, so we have another one here. Let's see. She was a very bad kisser. Oh, man.
Oh, that's why we had to keep these anonymous.
Yeah.
That's in the
Crying
feels.
face, don't forget that.
Oh, shame.
That's bad for everybody, though.
Goodness, another one that's come through. Check this one. All right. Oof.
I felt lonely all the time. After 20 years of marriage, we hardly even spoke. Just hello and goodbye.
Oh, shame, man.
20
Babe,
after 20 years
quiet
of marriage,
quitting,
man.
hey? Quiet quitting, pulling yourself back.
But I mean, you got to wonder in a situation like that.
Yeah.
I mean, where did it go skew? And was it the conversation side?
Or the lack of, the lack of.
Some people stay for the
But
kids
still.
and forget about themselves and the relationship, which is a very, very scary thing as well. So all the best to you. Now, we'd been in a long-term relationship, and they still couldn't tell their friends and family we were together.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, red flag again. Why are they hiding you? Who are they trying to hide you from? That's the question.
That is the
Right?
question. And after a long-term relationship, I mean, come on.
Yeah, look, first of all, I wouldn't put all of that on you. That
No,
sort of
no,
thing
for
speaks
sure
to a family dynamic and lots of baggage, so I wouldn't put that all on your own shoulders, but definitely, as Carl said, red flag.
Okay, we have another one here. Besides being possessive, I found out he was using drugs, and I'm glad I got out in time. Yeah, well, I just hope that he got the help that he needed as well.
Yeah.
No. Sure.
Yeah.
You're taking a
man.
taking a moment.
We also shared, which is, you know, it's a safe place.
Yeah.
It's your feel-good breakfast show. We want you to feel good, and it's important for us to take these relationship topics head on. We can't sugarcoat.
Do you know what I'm realizing here? So much of this is playing out in my head as we're reading out these confessions. We've all had relationships, and I suppose the advantage of having the wisdom when you get slightly more progressed in life is that you can see these patterns. But it just strikes me how triggered I am by other people's stuff, by other people's baggage because of my own learned experience.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how much of that does my poor wife have to deal with every time she does something small, and then I attach every little emotional anchor that I've got throughout my life, have some more bags. Some carry on. Add a little bit of that there when you make my breakfast in the morning. But it's a tough thing. Check your own baggage at the door, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, relationships, you know, it is dynamic. It's versatile. It's so many different versions.
It's like corduroy pants, bro.
It's like corduroy pants and boots, bro. That is it. Now, if you want to confess/express yourself, head on over to our social media pages and let us know what you want us to talk about next. Like Graham said, this is a safe space. So let's open that conversation and put it on that table.